Y'all, I'm not being dramatic. You think there's an end goal. There is no end goal, babe. I lost 50 pounds in 1 year. It's going to change your life. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Cora Tavares and I talk all about stepping into your feminine energy, self-development, wellness tips, and simply just becoming your dream woman. Today we're going to talk about internal work. The internal work is what's going to get us to our dream body, because you can do all the exercises, eating right, but if you are not working on yourself internally, nothing is ever going to change, because you're going to still hold on to your past self in the inside, but maybe be transforming in the outside. What really makes that transformation powerful is when you can just radiate the healing that you've done in the inside out. And I'm going to tell you how to get there. When you're doing internal work, you need to think about the environment that you're surrounding yourself with, because environment is what makes you who you are. If you're surrounding yourself by toxic people, people who are draining you, people who are not even motivating you to become that dream self that you want to become, you need to let them go, because those people are just gonna hold you back. I used to be the type of person that used to be a people pleaser. I used to think that I needed to see the good in everyone, and that's just the person I used to be. But in reality, when someone shows you their true colors, believe them, because actions speak louder than words. I am no longer going to please anyone else besides myself. I want to be surrounded by people that they say they're going to do something and they're actually going to do it, because what does that mean? That means that they have discipline. That means that they are consistent with their words. And that means that they also have self-love, that they're not just talking just to talk. They're actually going to prove it to themselves that, yeah, I'm going to get this done and I'm going to do it for me. And those are the people that you want to surround yourself by, because that will literally inspire you to do just that. And I'm telling you, you will just grow with having those people in your life. Look around your environment, because our gut is our second brain, and it is very important to prioritize our gut health through our transformation journey. But we also have to think that healing our gut health isn't just what we eat, it's what we listen to, who we surround ourselves with, and what we're consuming. It is about everything else: how you sleep, routine, habits, and your environment. That leads me to my second thing of how to heal yourself internally, which is building routine and habit. Y'all, I praise routine and habit. I cannot stress this enough. If there's one thing you take from this video, it is building a routine and habit that is sustainable for you. There's so many times looking on social media and seeing someone else's routine and habits, and I was like, wow, how am I gonna fit this with my lifestyle? And I thought that I had to go based off their routine and habits. But no, everyone's routine and habit is different, and that's what makes it so special, because it is unique to you and your lifestyle. You want to be able to build routine and habits that are sustainable, that we can incorporate as a lifestyle and not just temporarily. And we don't want our routine and habits to feel like a chore. We want it to feel enjoyable. Like, we want it to feel like something we look forward to doing every single day. For example, morning routine. Morning routine is so important. Waking up first thing in the morning and getting on your phone is a big no-no, because that is going to raise your cortisol level. As women, we go through a lot of elevations with our hormones, so we want to make sure that we're really taking care of our mind and our body. That is where morning routine comes in. Waking up, reading a book, journaling, reading your Bible, going for a walk, getting some sunlight, doing your skincare routine, icing your face, eating protein. All these things are going to change your life. I'm not being dramatic, y'all, because I used to be that girl that would just get up, be on my phone. I wouldn't have a skincare routine. I would just brush my teeth, whatever with my hair. I wouldn't get dressed up and just go out on the day. And it's so crazy that People see you as you represent yourself. So if you just go out about the day and your hair is not done, like your skin is not glowing, and you're just not caring about what you wear, people are not gonna respect you as much, because they're gonna see that you don't even respect yourself, because you don't take time out of your day to even get yourself ready. You will see such a big difference when you do your skincare, do your hair, get dressed up, and go out. People will respect you so much more. People will open doors for you. They will offer to help you. They will greet you. Everything is just so different when you really start to take care of yourself from the inside, and it will radiate from the outside. What habits are you creating for yourself that are gonna consistently elevate you every single day? Because we are no longer the person that we were yesterday. Right now, at this second, we are a new version of ourselves, and every single day we are evolving, we are elevating. The last thing you ever want is to be the person that you were a month ago or a year ago. You want to consistently be elevating. You want people to come up to you and say, you're different, you've changed. That is actually a compliment. It is not an insult, because we are not in this world to be the same. We are in this world to consistently change and elevate ourselves and become the best version of ourselves every single day. So think about it. What are you doing to be that woman? What are you doing to get to where you want to be in your life? Are your habits aligning with your words? Are your words aligning with your actions? Really think about it, girl. Moving on to my third tip of how to heal yourself internally during your journey is progress pictures. Y'all, progress pictures are so important in order to see how you are transforming, because when you are in this journey, you will not see it within yourself. You will not see it even if someone is telling you, oh my god, you look different. It's nice when people are saying that, but for some reason our brains won't still engrave the fact that, are we actually changing? So we take progress pictures and videos, girl. Take those progress pictures and videos every single day. I like to take progress pictures and videos of myself and of my surrounding, because I like to see, not am I just changing myself, but how is my surrounding changing? Am I becoming more organized? Am I cleaning up after myself? Am I making my bed? Like, what is different about my surrounding that I wasn't doing before that I'm doing now? During this journey, we are reborning ourselves to become a new version of ourselves, to step into this new era. We are literally letting that girl go, because internal work is a lot of letting go. You are going to be letting go of a lot of things, because you have to realize you cannot take your past self, your past trauma, your past anger, pain, whatever it is, you cannot take those things into this new era of your life. When you are doing an identity shift and working on yourself internally, you have to make peace with the person that you were and all the pain, and forgive yourself, let it go, and step into this new version of yourself, because that is what's going to allow you to flourish, and that's what's going to allow you to just glow, because now you are reborn and you are no longer who you used to be. Leads me to tip number 4 is getting rid of old things. It can mean letting go of people that no longer align with the person that you are or the person that you are becoming. That could be letting go of a toxic trait, a toxic friend, toxic environment, toxic relationship, letting it go. I also would highly suggest that letting go of old clothes, because old clothes can bring a lot of old memories. Going through my healing journey, I emptied out all my dressers and went one by one, and I would look at every clothes and be like, am I gonna wear this? Does it bring me back to the person I used to be? Does this give me a good feeling or a bad feeling? Because I no longer need to be holding on to clothes or things around my space that are going to remind me of who I used to be. I'm a new person now, and I only want things in my space that are going to give me a sense of peace. So look at your surrounding. How does your surrounding feel? Does it feel safe? Does it feel like you're at peace? Does it feel like a home? Or does it just feel cluttered? Does it feel like you're holding on to old things? So definitely look around your surrounding and make that change if it needs to be made. My next tip is being devoted to yourself and showing up for you. In order to enter this journey, you need to have your reason why. Why is it that I want to change? Why is it that I want to achieve this goal? Why is it that I want to become this new and improved version of myself? Once you've realized your why, that will create this discipline within yourself that will give you that focus to just keep going and never look back. Because that why, it's personal and it's between you and yourself. Nobody else needs to know the why but you. And the only person you need to prove it to is yourself. You need to prove it to yourself that I'm gonna make this happen for me. I love myself so much that I'm gonna do it for my future self, because I want her to look back and say, we did it. We made it. You brought me here and you never gave up on yourself. So show up for yourself, whether if you're tired, whether if you're unmotivated. Not every day is going to be perfect, but let me tell you this, 1% is better than 0%. So remind yourself, it's 1% every single day. Give yourself 1% to become better than who you were yesterday. Every single day, baby steps. It doesn't have to be big steps, because think about it, this is a lifestyle, this is a journey. You don't want to just jump right into it. You want to move slow, because slow and steady wins the race. So the slower you move, the more enjoyable this journey will be, and the more you will make it a lifestyle instead of rushing it through because you think there's an end goal. There is no end goal, babe. This is going to be a lifetime until we turn old, you know? So we have to do this for ourselves, and I promise you, your consistency and your discipline will be the talk. Don't do the talking, girl. Just show up for you. My next tip is romanticizing it. Enjoying the process. Start getting ready for yourself. Do your makeup, do your hair, dress cute for you. This can also help you romanticize being alone, because you're not doing it for someone else. You're doing it for you, and there's no better feeling than that, and it will just boost your self-love, your self-confidence so much more. This is not a race, and we need to romanticize this process, and we cannot compare ourselves to anyone else or compare our progress or our journey to anyone else, because comparison is a thief of joy. We need to find a way to romanticize our own journey and fall in love with it. The way I like to romanticize my space is by adding dim lights, flowers, candles, and also on my TV, I'll go on YouTube and just type in jazz music, and depending on the season, I'll do spring, summer, winter, and there'll be a nice background of like the beach playing jazz music. It just elevates my space so much more. Another way I romanticize my life, for example, going to the gym. I like to wear a cute gym outfit, because we all know when you look good, you feel good, girl. I like to do my skincare routine. I like to slick my hair. I like to wear jewelry just to kind of make me feel more elevated and like I am that girl in my life. That leads me on to my next tip, is learning how to be alone. Learning how to be alone is so important when you're doing your internal work, because you are no longer aligning with the people that you once were aligning with. You're no longer connecting with those people, because now you're evolving, you're transforming, you're doing the internal work, you're stepping into this new version of yourself that they no longer can relate to you, and you no longer can relate to them. You no longer want to be held back. You want to now continue to move forward, right? And this is actually a beautiful thing, because this lets you know that you are doing the work, you are working on yourself. This is exactly what you want. You don't want to be able to connect with the people that you once were, because this shows you that you're not really doing the change. But once you start disconnecting with those people, it's letting you know, like, wow, I'm actually making the change that I said I was going to make. And the most beautiful thing of this journey is you will start to become a magnet and start to align with the right female friends that are meant to be a part of this new era of your life. You will just start to connect with them, and they will come into your life without you even having to look for them. This journey will become so fulfilling because you start to become so content with your own company. You start to be at peace with your own company. You start not to feel like you always need to have someone around. You're so content with your own company. You're so in love with being by yourself that you don't need anyone else to fill your cup because you're filling it on your own. My next tip for working on yourself internally is learning how to become uncomfortable. This is a big one because in this journey, girl, a lot of things you're going to be doing is not going to feel comfortable. You are going to feel out of space. But girl, let me tell you this. You are not growing if you do not feel uncomfortable. We are meant to feel uncomfortable in order to grow, in order to transform ourselves, because those things are not comfortable to do. But one thing we cannot do is let fear or doubt be our enemy. Trust me, girl. Fear was my worst enemy. And if it wasn't for me just blocking fear out of my life, blocking self-doubt out of my life, I wouldn't be here right now making my first YouTube video and giving you tips on what helps me be this new version of myself. I would still be dwelling and still be, okay, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. No, it's not maybe tomorrow. It's maybe now. Start now. I'm doing this right now. I'm no longer waiting because God put me on this earth for a reason, and I'm no longer going to let fear or doubt play with my mind and stop me from fulfilling my purpose on what I'm passionate about and what I want to share with the world. So whenever you start to feel uncomfortable, just know, girl, that you are working. You are doing the work. You are doing the internal work, and you are transforming yourself to be the woman of your dreams. My last tip is making sure everything you do is expanding your knowledge with your mental health. So what I mean by this is, instead of being on your phone and scrolling on social media all day or listening to music, transform that into other things, such as listening to a podcast, reading a book, journaling, just things that are gonna expand your mind, that will also increase our chances of getting more REM sleep. Which, if you don't know what REM sleep is a sleep that we get that is associated with memory, dreaming, and creativity. So the more REM sleep we get, the more creativeness we will bring into our lives. We will start being more creative with our surroundings and our goals. Really prioritizing what you're consuming is so big. But when we're doing the internal work, we need to remember that what we're putting in our head is going to transform to who we are representing ourselves to the world. So if we are putting knowledge in our head, how us to be more disciplined, more consistent, and just view life differently, that is what we're gonna portray when we walk out of our house without you even speaking a word, because it's the way you're representing yourself to your surroundings. I really hope that these tips helped you on working on yourself internally, because remember, we cannot transform ourselves externally without doing the internal work. Let me know if you guys want a video of now how to do the external work and how I transform my body, how I lost 50 pounds in 1 year, and I am the happiest and healthiest and most confident version of myself that I've ever been in my life. Let me know if I missed anything, and if there's any tips that you want to add onto this list, drop them in the comments below. We're all here to help each other. We're all here to grow and elevate and just become our dream woman. Just really become the healthiest version of ourselves. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!